A very good morning to all of you, my dear friends. This is Shafiq Ahmed, and you're all welcome to your favorite YouTube channel. Let's learn together.
Let us see what were the promises that Hitler was making to the people as he was visiting them and meeting them, addressing the people in large number. We have seen number of people in the rallies and how the people used to listen to him very quietly, and really they were all very enthusiastic that this man can bring changes to Germany and this man can act as the Messiah for them. So let us see what were the promises. The first promises, let us see. He promised to build a very strong nation for the people, as he was a very powerful speaker. So people moved from his words and passions. People really was believing on his words, and really they were acting according to the Hitler. So the promises that he was making, the first one was that he was making that he will build a strong nation. So a nation which cannot be beaten by anyone, a nation which can be at the top at any time. And he was also saying that he will do all the injustice of the Versailles Treaty, means whatever has been taken away from Germany due to that Versailles Treaty, he will just bring justice to that also. Means he will bring back all the things. He will take away once again all the things that he has given away, that Germany has given away to the world. So he was saying that I will bring that justice to that particular Versailles Treaty also. And the most important, he was promising to the people that he will restore the dignity of the German people. Dignity means what? Self-respect, and thinking of others also, worthy of self-respect of others also. So dignity is not only thinking of yourself that you are respectable, you must also think of others that they are also worthy of respect. So he was saying that I will restore all the dignity of the German people also. कि हम जो है वो जो इज्जत जो खो गया है वो इज्जत को भी हम दोबारा जो है वापस लाएंगे. I will bring that dignity once again for the German people, so that the German people can stand in front of the world also. Again, he was promising to the youth that he will bring employment for those who are looking for work. He was promising that I will give employment to each and every one of you who are looking for the work. He was saying that I will secure the future of the youth. है ना, हम नौजवानों का जो फ्यूचर है उसको हम जो सिक्योर कर देंगे. He was saying to the youth also, he was addressing to the youth also, because he knew that a lot of them, a majority of the population is of the youth also. So he wanted to include those young generation along with him also. So he was addressing and telling them also that he will secure their future also. And again, he was saying that he will weed out all the foreign influences, means all the foreign effects, means all the effects that foreigners or the other countries, foreign countries are attacking Germany or affecting their industries or other things. Then he was saying that I will weed out, I will remove all those effects of the foreign countries. No other foreign countries will be able to put down Germany. So he was saying that I will remove that all foreign influences. And one of the things that he was also saying that I will stand against all the foreign conspiracies. यानी षड्यंत्र होता है. Conspiracies means what? षड्यंत्र, है ना? That is the Hindi word. So जितनी भी षड्यंत्र हमारे खिलाफ होता है फॉरेनर्स के द्वारा, अदर फॉरेन कंट्रीज हमारे खिलाफ जो भी करती हैं, तो वो सारे षड्यंत्र के सामने हम खड़े हो जाएंगे. I will be there. I will stand against all those conspiracies against which are going against Germany. Means all the plannings, all the future plannings of other foreign countries which will go against Germany, I will be there. I will stand against all those conspiracies. Next one. Nazi propaganda, it was skillfully projected Hitler as a messiah. See, they were propaganding, they were just giving message to the people that Hitler is the messiah. He is the savior who you are all looking for. Nazi propaganda is still skillfully projected Hitler as a messiah. उनका वो propaganda यानी कि उनके जो terms होते थे, जो वो कहते थे लोगों को, वो ये दिखाना चाहते थे. They were trying to show off that Hitler is a messiah, a savior, who is someone who has arrived to deliver people from their distress. है ना, लोगों के दुख दर्द को खत्म करने के लिए ये आपके लिए मसाया आपके सामने में आ गया. And that messiah is what? Is who? Yeah, he is the Hitler. Extreme pain or suffering, that is distress meaning. Distress का meaning क्या होता है? Extreme pain and suffering. So everywhere na people were just in extreme pain. They were all suffering. Someone was suffering from job. Someone was suffering from not getting food also to eat all the time. Even there, many of them were not having shelter. Many of them were not having even roof on their head. So everyone was in deep trouble in Germany. So Nazi people, Nazi leaders were just telling the people, addressing the people that he is the man, Hitler is the man who will remove all these problems for you forever. See, what is the meaning of propaganda? It means that a specific type of message which directly aimed, है ना, ये एक specific message होता है, एकदम special message होता है, which really directly aimed at influencing, means at affecting the opinion of the people, जो लोगों के opinions को change कर देंगे, ऐसे message होते हैं. So these were the propaganda. जैसे आप देखेंगे कि different parties in India also, they used to also tell us about their propaganda. है ना, बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट ने हमें बताया था कि अच्छे दिन आएंगे. That is the specific message, a specific line, a specific slogan, है ना, ये ताकि हम लोगों का opinion change कर देता है. और yes, really in India, the opinion of the people, of the public has been changed because of this message that अच्छे दिन आएंगे. So people all really changed their views, and all of them were against Congress at that time. So like that, Hitler was also doing. So will you say I am saying that like that Hitler was doing, or like Hitler we are doing in our country? That is the thing that you will have to think of. What happened first? Okay. So a specific type of message directly aimed at influencing the opinion of the people through the use of posters का इस्तेमाल करके मैसेज देना लोगों को, even making short films also, even short speeches also, etc. Means people, this party, that Nazi party, was using all of the media as well as different type of advertisements, using posters, pamphlets, leaflets, films, speeches. So they were all, you can say, ये लोग पूरे छा गए थे जर्मनी में at that particular time. This Nazi party was all over the place, and they were promising all this thing and just showing that Hitler is a messiah for all of us. So that was the message that they were giving, and that really worked out also in later on, that we will see that how it worked out. Okay, let us move to the next topic. That let us see what happened there. You can see over here. On 30th January 1933, Hitler accepted the offer of the chancellorship from the then president Hindenburg. So Hitler was looking for this opportunity to become the chancellor of the Germany, so that he can rule. He can just rule like a dictator. So he was looking for this opportunity, my dear. So Hitler got the thing, or got the opportunity that he was looking for. He was offered the post of the chancellorship, which is the highest post in Germany. He got that when, please remember the date, on 30th January 1933, he got this proposal from the President Hindenburg, and he really heartily accepted that offer, and he became the Chancellor of Chancellor of Germany on 30th January 1933. And just after a month, you can see, just in a month, on 28th February 1933, he implemented the fire decree. Now, what is that? Fire decree उन्होंने implement कर दिया. Now, according to this fire decree, let me tell you about this decree first. Decree is such a rule or such an order which you cannot challenge, जिस पर आप उंगली नहीं उठा सकते, आप चैलेंज नहीं कर सकते. You will have to accept that rule or regulation or law, or it may be an act also. You will have to accept at any cost. So decree is such a rule or such an order, that such an official order also. So he gave this particular order, and the name of that particular decree was the fire decree. According to this fire decree, he indefinitely suspended. See what the Hitler is doing? He indefinitely suspended all the civic rights like freedom of speech, press and even assembly also. तो उन्होंने सारे civic rights जो हमारे पास होते हैं, जो हमारे पास इंडिया में हैं आज, वो उन्होंने suspend कर दिया, and that he suspended indefinitely, यानी कोई time limit नहीं है. He suspended that. Means now you cannot express your views, you cannot speak up also, and you cannot assemble also against Hitler. So that was the first thing that he did. He introduced this fire decree among the people. Next, who were the target? Who were targets? The communist people, means the follower of communism, those who speak for the people. They are known as the communists, those who speak about the common things. Let me show you the word about the word communism also. You can see over here a theory or system of social organization in which all property is owned by a community. यानी एक ऐसा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एक ऐसा सिस्टम होता है जिसमें जितने भी पब्लिक प्रॉपर्टीज होते हैं वो पब्लिक के होते हैं, एंड ईच वन कंट्रीब्यूट एंड रिसीव अकॉर्डिंग टू द एबिलिटी दे हैव, and whatever they contribute. Suppose in India also we are having this communism also in India, that the property, whatever, if you are having a property then it belongs to you, and how much you work for that in that property, it's all about you. You will gain and you will lose. So that is communism. So he sent those communists, means the follower of communism, who were saying against Hitler or against his policies, those who were saying that the property should belong to the people, not the government. So they were sent to concentration camps. उन सभी को उन लोगों ने कहाँ भेजा है? Concentration camp. Let me show you about the what is the concentration camp. You can see a camp where people were isolated. एक ऐसा कैंप जहां पर लोगों को क्या भेज दिया जाता है रहने के लिए, दैट इज फार अवे फ्रॉम अदर प्लेसेस, वो दूर दराज जगह में बनाया होता है ये कंसंट्रेशन कैंप, एंड पीपल आर डिटेन्ड विदाउट ड्यू प्रोसेस ऑफ लॉ. दैट इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट विदाउट एनी कोर्ट और विदाउट एनी प्रोसेस ऑफ लॉ you will be sent to that concentration camp. Typically it was surrounded by electrified barbed wire fences. और ज्यादातर ये concentration camps जो होते हैं वो electrified barbed wire से घिरे होते हैं, यानी वो it is all the way fenced with barbed wires, यानी कि वो जिसमें कांटा जैसे निकले रहते हैं वायर्स, है ना, वैसे वायर से वो घिरे रहेंगे, and it is electrified also. It means if you will touch it then you will get electrical shock also. So हमेशा क्या होता है, ज्यादातर होता है कि कंसंट्रेशन कैंप को ऐसे ही रखा जाता है, ऐसे ही बनाया जाता है. So those who were against Hitler, in short you can say that they have to go to this concentration camp. And who are they people? Those people, socialists, Democrats, even Catholics, all of them were arrested and they were even killed also in those concentration camps also. तो उन लोगों को अरेस्ट करने के बाद उन लोगों को मार दिया जाता था. Those who were speaking against Hitler or those who were trying to become a communist. 52 types of victims were persecuted by the Nazis across the country. Persecuted means what? Means you will have to go to those concentration camp without any process of law, यानी आपके पर कोई मुकदमा नहीं चलेगा, कोई केस नहीं बनेगा. You will be sent to those concentration camps. So 52 type of victims, है ना, 52 types of people, है ना, and one of them were few of them were socialists, Democrats, Catholics. These are the three types. तो ऐसे ही करके 52 types of people were sent to the concentration camp. They were persecuted by the Nazis. And on 3rd March 1933, so one of you was asking for this also. Let me tell you that on 3rd March 1933, now you can see he became the chancellor on 30th January. So that was the end of the month. So after 1 month, he introduced fire decree, and another in just 5 days, you can say, or in just 3 days, 3rd March 1933, he introduced enabling act and passed that. It means what? He established dictatorship in Germany. इसके हिसाब से enabling act के हिसाब से उन्होंने क्या establish कर दिया था जर्मनी में? He established dictatorship in Germany according to this enabling act. अब let us see, Hitler sidelined all parliament and rule by decree. means he just banned all those political parties, all other political parties, सारे political parties जो भी parliament में मौजूद थे, all of them were banned. उन्होंने उनको side कर दिया, समझिए अलग से हटा दिया उनको. Means he was not listening to those other parties who were present in the parliament, है ना. Parliament में तो opposition parties भी होते हैं. So he sidelined means what? He just finished off. उन्होंने उनको सब माने अपने oppositions को ही खत्म कर दिया था. And he was ruling by decree, means whatever he is saying, just everyone will have to follow. Decree means you cannot challenge, you cannot raise your finger on any particular official order of the government. Political parties and even trade unions banned according to this enabling act. Enabling act के हिसाब से ये, this is the name of the act, enabling act. According to this act, all the political parties except Nazi party and its branches, all the political parties were banned. सारे political parties, जितने भी trade unions, सबको उन्होंने ban कर दिया था. According to this enabling act, he established complete control over the economy, media, army, and even judiciary. Means he was having full control over the economy of the country, even over the media. Means whatever he will say, only media will have to publish that only. Means media will have to take permission. Means he just implemented censorship, you can say over there. Censorship lag chuka tha, that if you want to publish or display anything in your newspaper, magazine, then you will have to get the approval of the government. Means approval of the Nazi party. Means he was also having complete control over the army also, and he was having complete control over the judiciary. Now that is most important, my dear students. If a country will have complete control over the judiciary, then people are helpless. तब लोग तो उनको कोई मदद करने वाला कोई अब बचा ही नहीं. If judiciary will also be under the control of the government. Judiciary जो होता है कंट्री का, यानी कि जो फैसला करता है, कोर्ट होता है, it should be independent. They should not work under the pressure of anyone. So if judiciary will also be under the control of the government, then no one is going to help you, my dear students. People will be very helpless. लोग जो हैं वो helpless हो जाएंगे. No one will be able to help you out. Okay, let us see further what happened next. What he did. He created special surveillance as well as security forces. उन्होंने special security forces भी बनाया, है ना? What? Hitler. Even special surveillance forces also to control and order society in the ways that the Nazi wanted, ताकि वो society को वैसे ही lead करे जैसा वो चाहते थे. Nazi जैसा Nazi चाहेंगे वैसा ही होने के लिए what they have done, they have created these special security forces, even special surveillance also. Means his people, Nazi party members and their leaders will live with you all, and you won't know also. They will live within yourself, आपके बीच में रहेंगे, among yourself, and you will also not be knowing that they are the spy. So he just spreaded or distributed, you can say, his spies everywhere also. He included Gestapo, ना? That is a secret state police. Secret होते हैं ये state police. यानी ये पुलिस के लोग आपके साथ रहेंगे, आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. If you will say a single word against Nazi party, then it will be informed to the Nazi party leaders, and you might be arrested and sent to the concentration camp. तो आपके बीच में कौन रहेंगे? ये secret state police रहेंगे. Secretly वो लोग काम करेंगे, है ना? जो भी against Hitler जाएंगे वो उसके खिलाफ उसको action ले सकते हैं. Even he included this SS प्रोटेक्शन स्क्वाड, है ना? ये एसएस पुलिस कौन है? ये प्रोटेक्शन स्क्वाड है, प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए. इवन ही इंक्लूडेड इन क्रिमिनल पुलिस आल्सो एंड द सिक्योरिटी सर्विसेज एसडी, अपार्ट फ्रॉम existing police in green uniform and the storm troopers. यानी ये पहले से ही थे ये दो type of police, two type of polices were also available that were existing, है ना? Police in green uniform that were they were available, and even the storm troopers. ये दो type की police पहले से थे, but along with this, है ना, he introduced this all this also, special surveillance security forces, Gestapo, protection squad, SS protection squad, and security services, even criminal police also. criminal police will look to the criminal activities, and really they were having a lot of power. Means they can give you the justice on the spot. Means faisla on the spot. You might have heard this slogan, faisla on the spot. So they were just beating the people who were against the Hitler, or who were just speaking or acting against the Hitler, against Hitler and his policies, or against Nazi party. So he was you can see how he was controlling the country. He was ruling by decree, and he just introduced all the security forces. He enabled that enabling act also. He banned all the parties, and even he was ruling by decree also, you can see. And he was having full control over the economy, media, army, and the judiciary of the country. You can see, my dear students, over here.
Hope that you have liked the video, and we will meet again in our next video release of the tutorial. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the information of the next release of the tutorial. Please share it with your friends and others also. Thank you for the time being. Take care. Stay at home. Bye bye. Take care.